Today marks the 5-year anniversary of Companion Spring 3D by Rubber Ross, a Mario Maker 2 level that utilizes springs as your main companion, if you will, along with the combination of lava floating boxes in the Super Mario 3D World style. At the start of the level, you're supposed to place the first spring on the boxes and wait for the lava to rise, then clear this gap before the lava rises, hit this on-off switch which causes conveyor belts to push boxes in order to later form a little floor to step on, move this spring to reach the first pipe, ride the cannon platform to the top while maneuvering two spring-like creatures and a lava dragon as the donuts lower parts of the platform into the lava, unless they are removed at the right time, which causes the cannons to stay. After exiting the pipe at the top, you're supposed to stop the thwomp from breaking the boxes and then later jump off the same spring, carry this other spring through a couple of obstacles to reach the pipe at the end of the section, ride a smaller red cannon platform, and then after reaching the top, do a little dance before reaching the goal. All of these things I just described, apart from just progressing the level, can be done in different ways and or skipped entirely, which has led me to a bunch of fun little discoveries about the level and also some discoveries about myself. Like the incredible freedom I experienced waffling about in an autoscroller. It really is a paradox of choice combined with the lack of stimulation, just waiting for the screen to pan, which causes you to explore every possibility. Some genius level design.
There's a great photo of me signing a baby's butt while making this level.
I don't know. I mean, it was a very anticipated level, and the fastest clear time is displayed right before starting it, which means I could infiltrate other people's recordings.
New world record.
This time would be taken from me and caused me to reconsider this whole gaming genre. And it being an autoscroller makes it a really stupid level to speedrun in the first place, since the room for improving your pace occurs in less than 5% of its runtime and is evenly distributed across the level right before the 4 pipes separating the horizontal and the vertical sections. But this also means that you only need 4 skills, and the skills come in pairs, so 2. Pipes are 2 tiles wide and Mario can only enter vertically if he's somewhere in between these confines. And in the horizontal side-scrolling sections, the border completely stops Mario's momentum and crushes him if he gets pushed outside of the border by something solid. For the first pipe, we would ideally drop the spring in mid-air to jump off diagonally and enter the pipe on the exact frame where more than one of the 2 tiles of the pipe is within the screen. This jump took some time to master, but it is so satisfying to pull off.
Oh shit! I was doing math in my head.
The pipe takes us to the first vertical stage, and vertical scrollers behave a little bit differently compared to the horizontal counterpart. Moving down, Mario gets crushed almost instantly from leaving the screen, similar to previously, but moving up, however, gives Mario about a 7-tile headroom above the screen. This means that it's technically possible to enter the pipe without even seeing the red arrow sign. So how do we gain enough altitude? We are given a spring at the very end, but its bounce is nowhere near enough for us to reach the left side wall before the sign appears. Turns out that when those little spring creatures spot you, they do a little frantic hop, and this hop is high enough for another spring creature to squeeze in right underneath. This causes the first spring creature to indefinitely bounce on top of the other, and if this is done in the center of the stage, we can use the spring creatures as springs to reach the height we need. That last spring that shoots out of the cannon has actually caused way more damage than it has ever done good.
No, for fuck's sake.
Now the second horizontal stage is just different enough to make the last jump difficult. Instead of getting a running start to close a 3-tile gap, we now have a jumping start from this 1 box in a 2-tile gap. This one feels a lot more claustrophobic and requires different timing and makes it all the more difficult to perform consecutively. The last vertical stage is a bit different. You don't need any springs here, which was my initial strategy. You can just jump off these donuts. But the last donut platform is much harder to navigate above the screen. The trick is simple if you can see it. Just jump over the donuts and wall jump off the left side. And since there's a 7-tile headroom above the screen, this trick could be performed without even seeing the first donut platform. After this, you can save a few frames by long jumping over the pog room and then just free falling to the flagpole, which at this length is a little faster than ground pounding.
Yes! 276, bitch! Please! Nail it, nail it. Yes! Go down quick, you Mario! Yes! Yippee!
This was just a reaction of me getting the footage for this video and getting the world record again after holding it for 5 years. These are some reactions.
Eric is the best.
Bro, I love Eric, man.
Alright, well I'm gonna download this stage.
I love you too. Definitely worth the hours I put in. And the fact that it is possible to reach these pipes as fast as they appear almost makes it seem like intentional level design.
That's me, I'm the guy who couldn't poop.
If you're not convinced of Rubber Ross being a level designing genius yet, I think this last thing will settle the cake. It is actually possible to reach the goal of this level without even touching anything spring related. All along, he used the title and arrows to trick you into thinking that springs are actually needed, when the only real companion here is 3D. Constrained in a 2D platformer, where the fourth dimension clearly is represented by the slow, inevitable panning of the autoscroll, changing the world one tick at a time all throughout the way, simulating choices and dangers, which all end in the same way. The first part is quite simple, just skip the first spring and instead ground spin jump at the boxes into a left side wall jump. Spin jump into a wall jump at the edge of the screen, which stops the horizontal speed in order to elevate you vertically. Pause here for a second. This is so nice, isn't it? And I honestly feel a little naughty just being up here because I'm probably not supposed to. Intended or not, the fact that this isn't blocked off is just so nice because it leaves the possibility for the versatile movement to shine, which honestly is beautiful. Alright, wall jump off of this wall, dodge all spring creatures and springs and the lava dragon for that matter to the top, smoothly dodge the thwomp and jump off of its head instead of the boxes it's crushing, wall jump close to the edge of the screen to get up to the red cannons, ignore that and those guys. Now here you can actually bring a box with you. By stacking two boxes on top of each other, you're able to jump just high enough to reach the pipe while carrying another box. Carry it through the last vertical section, and now for the scary part, the party pog room with disgusting springed floorboards. This is what the box is for. You can actually throw the box into the middle, perform a super scary jump, no dancing this time, and then the last jump, and you're home free.